Good afternoon. First this lunchtime, Leicester's hospitals have been included in a wide-ranging government investigation into the state of NHS maternity care. Nottingham's are already being investigated by a senior midwife for multiple failings going back years. Now Leicester's also come under the spotlight. University Hospitals of Leicester is one of 14 trusts being looked at by the rapid review into maternity services announced in the summer. Baroness Amos will chair it, and it's expected to report back as soon as the spring. It'll examine families' experiences and also ask why recommendations from previous inquiries haven't been implemented. So as we've reported previously, Nottingham's own maternity investigations become the largest in the UK, and it's been underway for 3 years. Families at the centre of it say they feel let down by the idea of the new rapid review. At a meeting held over the weekend, they repeated their calls for a full public inquiry, as Sarah Hawley reports.
So we've had a busy old time since the last family meeting. As of now, we have 2,426 families in the review, and those numbers aren't yet finalised.
Senior midwife Donna Rockenden is leading the review into Nottingham's maternity services at a family meeting held on Saturday. She assured them it's still on course to publish its findings next June. That inquiry runs separately to the rapid review into maternity care in England announced by Wes Streeting. Nottingham families say they have no faith in that and have reiterated their calls for a national public inquiry.
What is being proposed, whilst we have some sympathy for wanting to do something quickly, will not solve the problem.
The feeling in the room is not brilliant. We don't have a lot of faith in the rapid review. A national public inquiry will call all of these associations into account, not just the hospitals.
Without that, we do not understand what has happened in maternity services. We do not understand who was responsible, and we do not understand how to stop it happening again.
Nottingham's review is the biggest investigation into maternity failings in NHS history. Currently, 2,426 families are involved. 859 members of staff, both past and present, have come forward too. And the inquiry is now moving on to engage with senior staff, past and present.
What did they do? What were their responsibilities? Is there anything they could have or should have done differently? Or not, as the case may be. So, I think we're in touch with about 35 of those people. There are more we would like to hear from.
Families also welcome the announcement that there be a debate about baby loss in Parliament next month, the first in 30 years.
I think it shows that the House of Commons and the government is taking this seriously. I think it gives every member of Parliament the chance, and every family a chance to have the voice on the main stage in our Houses of Parliament. It's hugely significant, and hugely significant for Nottinghamshire.
Families hope that debate will put pressure on the government to secure the national public inquiry that they're all calling for. Sarah Hawley, BBC's Midlands Today, Nottingham.
Next this lunchtime, police investigating the disappearance of the Leicestershire toddler Madeleine McCann say a prime suspect has declined to be interviewed by them. British detectives want to speak to Christian Bruckner about what happened at a Portuguese resort 18 years ago. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is in the newsroom for us. So Jeremy, why is this investigation making news again now?
Well, James, it's because Bruckner's due to be released from jail in Germany this week. He's serving time there for a separate sex offence committed in Portugal's Algarve, which is the same region, of course, where Madeleine disappeared from her parents' holiday apartment. Now, this is what Madeleine looked like all those years ago. She'd be 22 years old now, and this has become one of the world's most notorious missing persons inquiries. At the heart of that, her parents back in Rutland, Kate and Jerry McCann, still searching for answers after all those years. And there was another Portuguese search earlier this summer, while here the Metropolitan Police are still investigating too, and in a statement today they have said that Bruckner remains a suspect in their investigation.
And so, Jeremy, what do we now know about Christian Bruckner then?
Well, he is believed to have been in the Praia da Luz area when Madeleine disappeared. At one point, German prosecutors said they had concrete evidence that he killed Madeleine McCann. He is still their only suspect, but they say there isn't enough evidence to formally charge Bruckner, and he has denied any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance. Now, that's why British detectives have applied to question him separately. The only way they could do that legally was through an international letter of request. The Met say that request has been refused by the suspect, but they say they will still continue to look at other viable leads. We're also still waiting to hear the conditions of Bruckner's release in Germany. That's due to happen within the next 2 days.
Jeremy, thank you. Councillors are to reassess plans for a housing development on a military site in Rutland. The original plan envisaged more than 2,000 properties at St George's Barracks in North Luffenham. It was scrapped in 2022. The MOD's current proposal has up to 500 homes. Rutland County Council will consider the plan, which will be followed by a 6-week public consultation. A former BBC journalist has appeared in court charged with 3 counts of rape. Jack Timon is accused of raping one woman twice and of raping and assaulting a second woman. The offences are said to have taken place in 2017. No pleas were entered when he appeared at Southern Derbyshire Magistrates Court earlier on today. The 27-year-old from the Ilkeston area of Derbyshire was bailed to appear at Nottingham Crown Court in October. He worked as a reporter and presenter at BBC Radio Derby from 2021 until earlier this year. A charity set up by a popular Nottinghamshire MND campaigner has donated more than £50,000 to MND research. Sam Perkins died 7 months ago, but set up the Stand Against MND charity after he was diagnosed in 2019. This month he would have been 44. So in his name, his family have donated over £44,000 to MND research. This weekend, over 100 people, including friends and family, held a memory walk to celebrate his life and to keep his legacy alive.
Sam's passion was with the research, but also he got a lot of help and support from the hospice he frequented in Nottingham, and he knows how crucial that support was to him all throughout his journey, and he wanted to keep supporting charities like that to help other people.
Now, Leicestershire's Stephen Graham was the talk of the Emmy Awards last night. His Netflix show Adolescence, which he starred and directed in, won a total of 8 awards, including Best Limited Series, and Stephen himself was awarded Best Actor and the Best Writing Prize for the 4-part series about a teenage boy accused of murdering a classmate.
The main key ingredient is to try and open doors to our children and have conversations, and I think we've achieved that. So, you know, all I can say is I'm exceptionally grateful for us to have the opportunity to try and create conversation with parents and children.
Right, time for a look at the weather now. Kay, what has it got in store for us?
Well, it's certainly been quite windy today, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been all about the wind. It did look pretty good this morning. It's dry. We had a bit of sunshine as well, but what you can't see there is the wind. And we've still got a yellow weather warning in force, so staying quite windy for the rest of today. This is valid until about 6 o'clock this evening. We could have gusts of 55 miles an hour for the rest of the afternoon. So yeah, staying quite blustery today, and that wind is blowing in some showers as well. So sunshine and blustery showers. Temperatures fairly irrelevant with all that going on, 16 to 17 degrees the maximum temperature. Now, this evening and overnight, the winds continue to blow in some of these showers, but we'll see a lot of clouds tonight, and those winds ever so slightly easing down as well later on. That will keep the temperatures up 11 to 12 degrees as a minimum. And then tomorrow, well, one area of low pressure moves away. We've got another one just out towards the west, and tomorrow we are in between, which means we should be seeing something a little bit drier and brighter. A couple of showers, I think, to start with tomorrow, but as that pressure starts to build, that will squish the showers away. Some nice sunshine into the afternoon. Temperatures up to around 16 or 17 degrees for tomorrow. After that, bit of a mixture actually for this coming week. There will be a bit of rain around at times, but you can see the temperatures, they'll start to pop up. So 20 to 21 degrees for the middle part of the week. Not too bad.
Kate, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Well, that's all from us here on the Lunchtime team. Sarah will be back later with the evening news. For now, though, have a very pleasant afternoon.